Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest in the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I'm in Miami, Florida, and I'm at the Gifter X Talks 3-year anniversary. Big shout out to Christopher Kai, man, who's one of the mentors that are the beginning of my speaking, of even this podcast. A lot of this came from inspiration and from encouragement from Christopher Kai. So I'm very proud to be able to record this interview series for him to commemorate the 3-year anniversary. And next on the show, I just had Luke on a moment ago, who's one of the homies. And now we got Josh come on, one of the other ones. Josh, welcome.
Thanks. Glad to be here.
All right, Josh. So first off, 3-year anniversary, historic moment for Chris, for the Gifter X Talks community as a whole. How you feeling?
I feel amazing. I'm super excited to be here. This is actually my first event for Chris showing up.
Yeah.
Luke's premiere. That's my dog, right?
Yeah.
And so to support Chris and everything he's done, I'm really excited to see where tonight goes.
Yeah. And looking at this, and even in the warm-up for it, seeing Luke and some of the Luke's content about integrating some of his background from Texas and hunting with entrepreneur techniques, and also in building businesses. Like, I'm pumped on the content, man.
Oh, without a doubt. It's about mindset.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we hear so much through so many different individuals, but when you see somebody hone in on the niche that they have for hunting, or for a focus on reading or writing or bookmaking, to watch these individual speakers come out on stage and talk, this is going to be phenomenal.
Yeah. It's unique. It's authentic.
Yes.
When I see it, I looked at Luke, I'm like, it matches. It's like,
Yes.
It matches. I was like, that's awesome.
Authenticity is the OG.
So I know that you've built businesses and you've been doing that a long time in your life. I kind of want to go back in time though a bit, because I was wondering about you. How'd you get started as an entrepreneur? Like, as a kid, were you an entrepreneur? Like, take me back.
All right, we're going to go back.
I want to go back.
This would have been 2002. I was living in Hondo, Texas, little podunk town. I grew up in a small town of about 700 people.
Wow.
Dropped out of school in 10th grade, got a GED, went to work, built up. I ended up with a GED and 3 college degrees through oil and gas for a 2-decade career. Prior to that, 2002, around there, I had a thought process with a friend of mine. We were sitting out in the country, and I said, man, what if we build cars, like classic cars, and do some cool shit? Like, let's start a business. But let's...
Like Shelby style?
Yeah.
Let's go build some, the Cobra style?
Yeah, but 67, 68 Chevelles.
Yeah, I got it.
But let's sell raffle tickets, because the internet there, in 2002, you had AOL dial-up, which was shit, right?
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to go into town, we're going to sell raffle tickets.
Stop.
We built a 69 Chevelle. We go through this process. Anyways, we really didn't sell raffle tickets, right? A lot of people laughed at us back then. The same shit that you think the Diesel Brothers nowadays on TV, where they sell all this merchandise for all these other companies, way ahead of our time. Like, if we would have had internet then, Google then,
people just
and the
didn't
knowledge,
know.
the knowledge that we had then. So the key to that was just staying relentless. Like, how could we improve and grow in the time frame we were in? We're at a time frame now where we see it done, but imagine 20 years from now, what we think we can't do now, we can. Give an example. I had a conversation tonight, and somebody said, we were talking about the realm of 3D that we're in. And they said, well, what if you crack an egg and you scramble it and you can't put it back together? And I'm like, well, we can't right now. They said, but what if 50 years from now we understood dimensions as where you could?
Wow.
Think about that.
Yeah.
For 1 second, think about, like, what if you could? Think all the great Albert Einstein, everybody else. If you think, what if? Like, how could you do it? So years ago, I heard a story. I'm going to go into this, and then we'll go back to the history.
Yeah.
Years ago, I heard a story that says, if I went to you and said, I want to shut down every prison in the world, you would absolutely think I'm fucking insane right now, right? But if I came to you and said, how would you shut down every prison in the world?
Yeah.
Now your mindset shifts to, well, I would do this or I would do that. So it's how we perceive our perspective on the question or the desired task shifts the outcome. All right. So 2002, that happens. I'm in oil and gas. I'm working on drilling rigs as a roughneck.
Yeah.
We fast forward to 2010. I had talked with business owners. I had networked. I was sitting in Algeria on a drilling rig.
Wow.
I come back to Texas for 30 days. And we were in the middle of the Sahara Desert.
Yeah.
So think of 600-foot sand dunes, red sand, everything you see in the movies.
Oh, man. That
hot as shit, drilling rigs.
Doesn't sound very
I'm out
friendly.
there, no.
Yeah.
So I come back to Texas, and a buddy of mine calls me. He's like, hey, I know you're into hot rods and stuff. He was a chief editor for Hot Rod Magazine, and he says, we have a shop in Florida that needs some help, and you've done a lot with businesses and people. Are you interested in coming down to Florida? I said, I'll be on a flight tomorrow. I get on a flight, I fly down, I take a look at books, I spend about a week doing some due diligence, and I said, I'm in. So we get into that business, I take off with it, it's doing good. This was really before I understood codependency.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, in business, we have a lot of codependency with business partners. And I thought, man, I need somebody local. I need this. So that dependency brought in a partner, brought him in. And I thought it was a good choice at first. About 7 months into it, I realized, man, I probably fucked up.
Yeah.
So I ended up exiting out of that, moving. I had a condo down there, moving back to Texas, staying in oil and gas. And that entrepreneur side, that side of like, I've got to have something bigger, kept going. So I did a little.
Kept nagging at you? Was it just like you
going.
couldn't give it up?
I couldn't
give
stop.
it up. Yeah.
I always was looking, right? But in my process was, without a coach, without somebody guiding, without a speaking, without attending events, I was throwing a shit ton of noodles at the wall and seeing which one stuck and grabbing those as business.
Before we go into that, though, I'm curious, what kept you strong and like going during those times when you were going from thing to thing that didn't work? Because I feel like a lot of people at home, a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of executives that watch this that might still be at that point in that early day, and they're trying, it's not working. Like, what kept you strong? Like, just what kept you going?
The relentless pursuit of not giving up. I wouldn't quit.
Yeah.
Right. So growing up,
had that dog in you.
Family,
You were like,
that's it.
You're like, I can't, man, this is
growing
a
up
bull.
with family, I was just thinking, man, nothing's gonna beat me. Nothing's gonna. I didn't understood what that meant until many years later. What it really means. If you want to stop me now, you're gonna have to fucking kill me.
Yeah, I got you.
Right.
Yeah.
So anybody that challenges that. But then it was just like, just keep going. Almost like Dory, right? Just keep swimming kind of shit. And I'd plug away and plug away and plug away and plug away. And then something would work a little bit.
Just enough. It's like my golf game, man. I get one stroke and I'm like, all right, I'm never playing this game again. Then I actually hit one straight and down the middle and I'm like, why can't they all be?
Yes, 100%.
We're not going into that one today. Go ahead.
Well, we can definitely dive into the golf game.
Nah, I'm tearing up.
So knowing that and plugging away. And then I went through a stint where I was like, okay, you know what? I just maybe peace is just being the employee, being the guy that's just do this and go execute. And so I put a strong focus back into oil and gas. I worked my way all the way up. So I started in 2000-ish, 99, 2000 as a roughneck, worked my way up. By 2016, I had moved from San Antonio, the hill country area, Chevron. I had left Shell, deep water, all over the world. Came, Chevron hired me, moved to Houston, and they relocated me. And I was an executive for Chevron. So 43rd floor office, overlooking Houston. Ran North America drilling and completions for Chevron. And that was 15 and 16. And nothing ever just felt right. It was just that get up at 4 a.m, be at work at 5, go through the day, get home at 8, stay on calls till midnight.
Do it again.
And it just ran me down. And then in 16, oil and gas crashed. Pretty hard, right? And I'm sitting in, I had laid off about 150 employees. I'm sitting in a meeting, and my boss's boss, I was 6 levels below the CEO of a Fortune 100.
Wow.
So we're all sitting 3 levels above me. We're sitting in a meeting, and we're going through who's getting laid off, who's not, and there was a bunch of issues. Anyways, I didn't like the outcome. So I kind of just told everybody where they could go.
Yeah.
Security escorted me out.
Oh, man.
Made sure that I wasn't going to go back to that environment. Went consulting. And then from there, I was fed up with the whole process of the employee or contractor status in oil and gas. So I decided, you know what? I got to find something different. So I joined a coaching program. Actually, it was Ed Milet and Andy Frisella.
Love
so
it.
The Arte Syndicate, the OG side, I joined that. They were my first coaches, and they lit a spark in me. And that's I guess what I got to tell everybody here is that you need to find somebody that lights the spark that gives you the drive to just create that eternal flame. So they did. And when I got a taste of that, that's when I realized.
What year was this roughly? Just roughly. I'm trying to see what vintage of Ed you got, because I like Ed a lot.
17.
Oh, that's good.
Right,
that's a good vintage of Ed.
I met somebody that had a solar company, and I'm like, fuck oil and gas. I'm going to do solar.
Wow.
That was the biggest bullshit ever. Ended up losing my ass on that, and my ego was driven to where I didn't want to listen. Like I knew it, right? I had a recipe.
You had a lot of success in the past too, so that's a difficult thing.
I'm sitting on a shit ton of cash. In the meantime, I had bought ranches, cut them up, flipped real estate, like a small scale Yellowstone, but the bad guy in Yellowstone. I'd done that. I'd done hard money loans at 15 points on 30 days. I was making a lot of money. So to put this money into a solar company or a venture that I was like, hell yeah, it's going to work. It's going to go good. This was the hot topic.
So good money at bad.
It was a bad shit. Quit that. I exited that. That was a big loss. Lost my ass severely on the solar side. I don't recommend solar for anyone. Right? I do recommend somebody wants to get really good at sales, go fucking door knock.
Yeah.
Because you will get really good. Right? Once you overcome the rejection bullshit and learn how to overcome that, you're going to get. So from that point, flipping the ranches and buying property, I realized that I could start a private equity company and do real estate. So I did that, went into real estate, and then went into another private equity company, started a fund or a hybrid fund that focused on foreign exchange, just transactional monetary type shit. Ended up losing my ass. I lost about $4.5 million. That sucked. Dug down deep, went into a foxhole, wanted to really learn how I could make it work. Said I would never send my money offshore. I'd never do this, and this. So came back in, found a company that I invested with in Houston. 2.5 years later, they ended up stealing $32 million from me. It sucked. It put me in a hole that we're still working through recovering that. And in the meantime, through that process, realizing my network, who I had around me, what levels I could achieve, but also realizing that codependency, I don't need anybody. Like I got to learn to do it.
That's interesting that you use that word in business. I usually hear that in relationship talks a lot, in relationship podcasts, but that's interesting.
So then I started talking to people. I started going to events, realizing so many people were falling in the same ruts that I was falling in. They had the same issues, the same problems. The more I talked to people and the more I worked with them, not charging or anything, just sharing the knowledge and growing. I remember a talk I was with a group out of Utah. We were doing a getaway, a mastermind. One of the guys, he said, he kept talking about his business partner doing this and his business partner doing that. And I said, if you really want to succeed, fuck what your business partners do. You do it. If he executes, it's a bonus. But the success relies solely on you, not you and your business partner. Right? In a relationship, the success relies on you. What are you doing to get the results you want in your relationship? Whether it's marriage, a couple, whatever it is. What are you doing to get the results you want in your business? Once I put that into focus, like, fuck, it's me or nothing. Like, it's me. I'm going to do it. You can come in and be my partner. Fuck yeah, that's fine. But I'm not expecting shit from you.
So that's a bonus. Expectations.
But I didn't understand the contractual aspect. So performance-based contracts when it comes to partners.
Yeah.
Like, look, I'll give up 50% of my business, but you've got to meet these performance requirements.
Yeah.
And each one you don't is less you get because it's more for me because I'm going to do all the fucking work.
Yeah, for sure.
So realizing that process, realizing codependency and not being codependent, realizing how to build the businesses, from that point, it really took off. And then having companies, you know, I've been rich as fuck. I mean, $30 million isn't really rich as fuck, but it's good. $50 million is good. But then you know, losing it all and then climbing back up and losing it all. So I've gone from fucking zero to here to $500,000, $1 million a year to nothing to $10 million a year to nothing.
It's a freaking roller coaster.
It is.
Yeah.
But then learning, like, I'm not going to let a motherfucker fuck me anymore.
Yeah.
Right? That's a lot of motherfuckers. But what I'm going to do is learn to do it on my own. I trust me with the outcomes and with my money.
Yeah.
I trust me with what I want done. So even in a relationship, I'm going to do what I can do to get the results I want. I'm going to contribute all the fucking way. I'm not going to look at, hey, well, are you contributing? Whether it's my spouse or what. You're going to contribute. You're going to get on. You're like, you're going to contribute. You're going to be part of it. Or you're not. But I'm going to deliver. And at some point, you're either going to say, well, fuck, I'm just tired of trying to get to that point. I can't deliver. I'm not going to deliver. The performance-based contracts for business partners, whatever it is you do, it's clearly defined in the beginning that allows a badass outcome at the end.
That's awesome. I want to get into what you're doing present day. And thank you for sharing that, by the way, because I feel like there's people at home for sure that, you know, you might be on one of those peaks. You might want to be on one of those, you know, bottom points, or you might be working your way back. Just like you mentioned in part of your story, I find it inspiring because for some people listening at like down 30 some mil, ouch. But coming back and working your way back and all the things you've done, what are you doing present day? Like, talk to us about your current business or some of your businesses.
So I hired a forensics team, hired a dev team, and tried to track down some of the money that was lost or stolen from the company. In the meantime, I put a focus into how can I create these environments that I can control versus other companies that can create these returns, create these investment opportunities, create that. So ultimately, I'm doing cool shit with cool people. Tell me some of this cool shit. All right, so I have the 10th Room Mastermind.
Right? I see that on your shirt. Yep, 10th Room.
10 people, 10 seats. Not 10 people, 10 seats, 10 figures, 1 room. So we've got a boat here in Miami. We do the event there. We do it at a couple other high-end places. I think the next one, September 4th, we're going to curate something at probably the Hard Rock. So ultimately, it's 10 figures at a minimum in 1 room. The last one, I think we did 8 billion we had in the room at any given time. And you get 2 days of one-on-one time with people that are doing $1 billion, $2, $3 billion, $500 million in revenue and business. And these are people that you can't buy their time. You can't buy a day. You're not going to get one-on-one time with them. But in this room, I want to curate that. You get that time.
Which is
and
amazing.
It's not like, well, here's my money. I get a membership. But if I can't make the events and you get the same people, each event, when those seats come up, once they're grabbed, they're grabbed. That's it. You're not fucking getting in the room. Once the people are set to speak or the people are set to come in and network with, those are the people. Once that room's done, it's never happening again. The deals that are offered in that room, they're never happening again. The next event will be different. Maybe it's just as good. Maybe it's better. Maybe it's not. But it will be just as good in quality. But it won't be the same. So all 4 events a year will be all different.
That's awesome.
So you got to get in those. That's what I'm doing now.
That's awesome. How do people, so I want to, is there room still for people for the September event?
September event, there's still room. We just opened it actually yesterday.
Awesome.
We just sent out the update. Tickets are open for that, seats.
Awesome.
It's 10 seats plus 10 plus ones, right? So you can buy a seat and a plus one. If you don't buy a plus one, that opens up another seat. So 20 seats total, but 10 seats are the primary. And then outside of that, the focus of just making money, my own software, my own tech, my own dev team, everything that I've built out now is really good.
That's awesome. Well, I know we're about to get started with the event here. I saw Chris poked his head in. They're about to get going. So last thing I want you to do, Josh, look at the camera. If people want to learn more about the 10th Room or connect with you in general, follow you on social media, how do they do that?
All right, so my cell number, easiest. My personal cell, text me, 210-772-5604. If you want to go through social media and you don't want to shoot a text over, it's Josh W. Kirk, JoshWKirk, or the10throom.com. One of those things. Go through there. We have Rylax Yacht, RYLAX Yacht on Instagram, the 10th Room Mastermind on Instagram, or Josh W. Kirk on Instagram.
Awesome.
Hopefully I can talk to some of y'all, reach out if you have any questions, if you need help. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to charge you. I'm going to give you the time I have available.
That's awesome. For everybody watching, just so you know, we'll definitely put the links in the show notes so you can just click on them and head right on over. And speaking of the audience, if this is your first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Josh, man, glad I could finally get you on the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good to see you.